seems like WWE 2K has been giving out free content lately because they just released another locker code that will give out one most wanted persona card, one my faction pack, and plenty of VC. Now we're going to be talking about that in just a second, but we're also going to be talking about some community creations that you guys should go download because it involves hidden content, hidden commentary, as well as hidden theme songs. But first, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel as well because it does help out the channel a lot. But like I always say, let me quit wasting you guys' time and let's just go ahead and dive right in today's video. So first thing first, make sure you go ahead and load up the My Faction mode and go ahead and go over to the locker code tab and type in get ready for WM. Now this will unlock Roman Reigns 24 persona card, one Fear Series pack, and 7,500 VC. Now this is man bun Roman Reigns with the tracksuit, which we did have in WWE 2K25 last year. Now this will also come in handy for people that like to play universe mode and to use the return of the promos feature. This will just give out great scenery and just make everything feel more authentic when you are playing universe mode. Now if you don't want to play with this Roman Reigns 24, this is the old one, we are in 2025, and you want to update the Roman Reigns, go ahead and type in Will Amazing on the community creations because he updated the Roman Reigns 24 into Roman Reigns 25. Now this Roman Reigns 25 will be an automatic attire with commentary. Now it comes with his YTC and OTC attire. He also have a fixed beard, as you guys can see, which have some strands of gray in it. Now he has the man bun as well as the long hair, so he has two different hairstyles when it comes to this model. He also has his promo attire, which I was talking about earlier, as well as his in-ring gear. He also comes with a render and is available on all platforms. So if you are on old gen, you will be able to download this one, and also of course if you are on new gen, you can also download this one as well. All you have to do is use the hashtag WillAmazing, and this updated Roman Reigns with the man bun will be yours. Now since we are already on community creations, make sure you head back over to the hashtag tab and type in the hashtag SantaQRT because this hashtag will allow you to download hidden theme songs. Yes, I said it, hidden theme songs. Now some of the hidden theme songs include old Damage Control theme, which I know a lot of people would like to get their hands on, as well as Bryan Danielson 2K19 theme. Now I believe Bryan Danielson 2K19 theme was in 2K24 last year as hidden, but it is brought back into 2K25. Now more hidden theme songs that you can download as well are the soundtracks. So you can use these soundtracks on custom superstars or superstars that are already in the game. Now one thing I do want you guys to keep in mind is I believe you can't put these on a tag team. Now if you are creating a tag team, this will not work because I think this was exactly the same issue that we had in 2K24 last year when it came down to the old Usos theme song. But if you want to use these theme songs on one superstar, one custom superstar, go ahead and use the hashtag SantaQRT and you will be able to use all these hidden themes that are in 2K25. Now switching back over to some amazing and realistic CAWS that you guys need to go download as well. The first three are coming from the one and only Kalua. Now the first one is Swerve Strickland. If you are an AEW fan and like to bring AEW creations into your game, make sure you go ahead and use the hashtag Chameleon, Harv Eddie, or I Kill Carl, so you will be able to download this fantastic Swerve Strickland. Now this Swerve Strickland comes with his attire, as you guys can see, which was made by Chameleon 2K. He has an accurate moveset that was brought to you by Harv Eddie, and as you guys can see with the model and how the face looks, this was all made by Kalua. And like I said, he does a fantastic job when it comes to bringing these realistic cards into every 2K game that we've been getting since I believe 2K22. For me, I've been downloading his creations, and this creation right here is spot on and looks exactly like Swerve Strickland. So if you want Swerve Strickland in WWE 2K25, use those hashtags and it will be yours. Now up next, we have Samoa Joe. So this is the second AEW creation that is coming from Kalua. And as you guys can see, this one looks very realistic as well. The face texture on this Samoa Joe is spot on. The attire is on point. And also, this Samoa Joe comes with an accurate moveset that was once again made by Harv Addy. Now, if you want this Samoa Joe and want to make your AEW roster in universe mode even stronger, go ahead and use the hashtag Chameleon, Harv Addy, or IKillCarl, and you will be able to download this fantastic, realistic looking Samoa Joe. Now, that is not it when it comes to these AEW superstars, because he went 3 for 3 in 1 week, and he gave us Christian Cage. Now, like I said with the other two previously, this Christian Cage looks exactly like Captain Charisma Christian. Now, let me say Captain Charisma because that's WWE. But anyways, yo, Christian Cage. Also, if you want your AEW roster to be stronger, once again, go ahead and use the hashtag Harv Addy or IKillCarl. Now, this Christian Cage does come with an accurate moveset that, once again, 3 for 3. Coming from Harv Addy, and as you guys can see, his attire is spot on. Everything about it is accurate, so nothing is wrong with that. And yo, like I said, if you want this Christian Cage, use the hashtag Harv Addy, IKillCarl, and you will be able to download Christian Cage and put him in your AEW universe mode. Now, it wouldn't be right for me to just give you guys those 3 fantastic AEW creations that Kalua gave us without giving you guys 2 more fantastic AEW creations that is coming from Override over there on X. So huge shout out to Override for these 2 amazing creations that I am about to showcase, with the first one being the American Dragon Bryan Danielson. Now, as you guys can see, I believe this is the most realistic spot on Bryan Danielson in the community creations right now. Now, I'm not knocking anyone else, Bryan Danielson's, but so far for what I've been seeing, this is the one that is spot on. And as you guys can see for the attire is very accurate. The logos are very detailed, and he also comes with an accurate move set that was made by iBud Moves. So huge shout out to him once again. And when it comes to the beard texture, that is very accurate as well. That was made by Defrag, so huge shout out to him. Now, if you want this Bryan Danielson, go ahead and use the hashtag Bryan Danielson, AEW, or Override with 2 eyes, and you will be able to download this fantastic Bryan Danielson. Up next, we have Hangman Adam Page that is also coming from Override. Now, he also comes with an accurate moveset that is credited to Harv Addy. So Harv Addy been all over it when it comes to the moveset on this, video today, so huge shout out to him. Also, when it comes to the beard on this Hangman Adam Page, that is credited to Defrag because the texture on the beard is looking very well, so it matches the face texture and all of that. So that is a major W once again to Defrag for that. And just looking at this Hangman Adam Page attire, I like it. It's very up to date. So yeah, everything about this Hangman Adam Page is right. So if you want this Hangman Adam Page, go ahead and use the hashtag Adam Page, AEW, or Override with 1 eye, and you will be able to download this Hangman Adam Page. Now, keep in mind, this is only available on the PS5 as well as the Xbox Series XS, and also for the last creations, those are only for next-gen consoles as well. Now, up next, we have the Undertaker 96 that is coming from What's the Status. This Undertaker 96 is available on all platforms. All you have to do is use the hashtag Taker WTS25 or What's the Status. Now, this Undertaker 96 does come with a custom portrait, mask, and non-mask attire, new hair as you guys can see. He also has an entrance in a updated move set, as well as the fixed weight class and giant fighting style, and hidden Undertaker 95 commentary, and can be an alternate attire to Undertaker 90 that is already in the game. Now, if you want this very detailed purple glove Undertaker, go ahead and use the hashtags that I said, which was Taker WTS25 or What's the Status, and you will be able to download this purple glove Undertaker 96. Now, since we're already talking about some classic WWE 2K creations, let's go ahead and talk about another one, because WCW Rewind over there on X uploaded Goldberg. This Goldberg is only available for next gen consoles. Now, if you want it, make sure you use the hashtag CAWS82, WCW Rewind, or Goldberg. Now, like I said, This was brought to you by WCW Rewind 25 over there on X, so huge shout out to them. The car was made by CAWS82, and as you guys can see for this WCW Goldberg, it looks exactly like him. They got the tattoos on point, as you guys can see. They also have, the body, type on point as well, so to match Goldberg for how he looked back in the WCW days. Now, this Goldberg also comes with a moveset that was made by Big Righteous, so he has some input on this as well when it comes to the fighting, style and the abilities of this Goldberg. So huge shout out to Big Righteous. And also, like I said, this is the WCW Goldberg. Now, as you guys got to know, is that Goldberg, entrance motion isn't in the game. I believe, there's a reason to why that isn't, but we already talked about that in last video. So make sure you go check out last video if you want to know if we're going to be seeing Goldberg in 2K25 this year. And like I said, it's a high possibility that we can see him. But for right now, this WCW Goldberg should do because it looks very detailed. Now up next, we got Randy Orton 18 that is coming from Soy El Ru on X. Huge shout out to Soy El Ru because y'all already know he keep us, updated when it comes to these superstars models. He also bring us, superstars, classic looks as well. So once again, huge shout out to Soy El Ru. But if you want this Randy Orton 18, use the hashtag Randy Orton, SmackDown, or Soy El Ru. Now the updates for this Randy Orton 18 is that he has multiple hairstyles, as you guys can see, to give him his 2018 look. He also have the facial hair to match his 2018 look. So that is why this is Randy Orton 18, and he is already set as an alternate attire to Randy Orton in the game, and you don't need any DLC or island parts to download Randy Orton 18. Now, Soy El Ru also brought us CM Punk 2013 to 2014 Wolverine look. Now, if you want this CM Punk, all you have to do is use the hashtag CM Punk, SummerSlam, or Soy El Ru. Now, the updates on this CM Punk 13 to 14 is that he has multiple hairstyles, as you guys can see. The Wolverine beard to give him that Wolverine look. He has his 2K15 attire on, as you guys can see. WWE SummerSlam 2013 attire comes with it as well, and it's already set as an alternate attire to CM Punk in the game, and you don't need any island parts or DLC parts in order to download this CM Punk 2013 to 2014. And also, Randy Orton 18 and CM Punk 2013 to 2014 can be downloaded on all platforms. So once again, use those hashtags in order to download these two fantastic classic creations. Now up next, we have Miss Hardcore Country Mickie James. This Mickie James was made by Visceralis over there on X, so huge shout out to them. And this Mickie James is only available for next gen consoles only. Now, if you want this Mickie James, go ahead and use the hashtag Mickie James, Hardcore Country, or Visceralis. Now, this Mickie James does come with 8 logos used, so keep that in mind when it comes to, you managing the logos and numbers and all of that. She also comes with a accurate move set as well as her Royal Rumble look, as you guys can see. And also credit to RVDIR1 for the back of her Royal Rumble top because she put that together. But like I said, if you want this Hardcore Country Mickie James, go ahead and use those hashtags and this Mickie James will be yours. Up next, we have the Big Show, and that is coming from Halloween. Now, Halloween has some amazing creations on the community creations, so make sure you go check all of them out. Now, this Big Show is available, like I said, but if you want this Big Show, go ahead and use the hashtag Halloween. Now, this Big Show does come with a accurate move set that is coming from Big Righteous once again, so huge shout out to Big Righteous for working on the move set on this fantastic Big Show. And as you guys can see, this Big Show looks exactly like the John himself, the Big Show. So if you want this Big Show, use the hashtag Halloween and this Big Show will be yours. Now up next, we are switching back to AEW because Jane X Converge uploaded this Eddie Kingston. As you guys can see, this is Eddie Kingston. I don't think you're gonna find a more accurate looking Eddie Kingston in community creations right now, so go ahead and grab this one. Now go ahead and use the hashtag Converges with 2 X's at the end, so you will be able to look up this Eddie Kingston and grab him. And huge shout out to Harv Eddie once again when it comes to the moveset, because the moveset on this Eddie Kingston is spot on, because you already know Harv Eddie put that together. And also shout out to What's the Status for the invisible headpiece on this Eddie Kingston to let this Eddie Kingston look more like Eddie Kingston in real life. So once again, huge shout out to James X Converge over there on X for uploading this realistic looking Eddie Kingston. Now last but not least, we got 3 uploads that are coming from CAWS. So huge shout out to CAWS for these 3 TNA creations, with the first 2 being a tag team, which is the System. If you want Eddie Edwards as well as Brian Myers, go ahead and use the hashtag CAWS or Eddie Edwards or Brian Myers. And as you guys can see, that looks exactly like Brian Myers, and that looks exactly like Eddie Edwards. I remember Eddie Edwards, 10A run with him being the world champion, and I think he lost that title to Moose. But we're not here to talk about Eddie Edwards, 10A run and all of that. We're talking about how fantastic these 2 looks and how the face details on these 2 make them look exactly like how they look in real life. So once again, huge shout out to CAWS for the System, and look at the attire as well. Everything about these 2 looks exactly like them. So if you want these 2 in your game, and if you want them in your TNA universe mode, make sure you use those hashtags so you can grab these 2 right now. Now also CAWS uploaded Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler. Now I'm still looking for a fantastic Dolph Ziggler WWE call on community creations, but we got this realistic, fantastic looking Nick Nemeth that CAWS made for TNA. Now if you want this one, all you have to do is use the hashtag Nick Nemeth, CAWS or TNA, and you will be able to download this fantastic Nick Nemeth. Now also, just looking at this one as well, like I said, for his previous creations, he do a fantastic job when it comes to the face textures, the attires, everything about him. Now if you want this one, like I said, use those hashtags and this Nick Nemeth will be yours. But anyways guys, that is all for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel as well, because it does help out the channel a lot. You already know I will be bringing you guys more community creations videos once we get plenty of more community creations out there. But anyways, BlitzAction here, signing off y'all. Peace.